This is the recording of my match against Bodger from the third championship qualifier that we had this past weekend. So it's a nice short match and nice and fast because we were using Bodger's tower, so it's a fun one to kind of walk through. So here we are. We're off to a quick start, both making a nice innerboard point, get a opportunity to come down and split. He gets to point on my head, so that's pretty good. Just looking at it to see if there's anything better, but everything else is pretty significantly worse. This is one of those opportunities where if he's able to put me on the bar and keep me on the bar, like maybe those were my only two moves for the entire match and it's all over. So he goes with that. And sure enough, I dance. Oh, poor me. Oh, it's so sad. But unfortunately for Bodger, his 2-1 follow-up is not great. Doesn't let him make another point. Does get to split the back checkers, and that's good. And then he brings another one down, so he's got a little bit more ammunition to keep the blitz going. But no time for that because I come in with a 5. So that is great. And double 5s lets me point on him on the ace point and kind of turn the blitz around on him. So, it's a little bit much to go for the ace point. I don't really want to be that deep, but it's the only one that hits him. And so it's kind of a mandatory thing to do. So I just take it back and look to make sure that I'm not able to hit one of those outside checkers instead. But since I can't, that's what I do. And then Bodger rolls a 3-1, which is pretty good. He uses it to make a anchor, which is nice and safe, but probably would have been better to keep attacking me. So then I pause to think for a long time because I'm in good shape. I've got a very small racing lead, but I've got a double shot at his blots on the outside. Our board positions are kind of comparable, so it's not really quite a double, but I was able to talk myself into it, so I threw the cube and Bodger snapped it up right away correctly since it was a no double. But then I got a very lucky roll with the 3-2. I was able to put another blot on the bar, and tragically he danced, and so now we're off to the races. Now the blitz is on. I can hit another blot, and then I have to bring a checker down so that I can make another point. Could have brought the same one down, and that would have been slightly better. 5-1 comes in. 4-2 is able to hit him and kind of keep the blitz going. And then, what do you do with the other one is not that critical, but it was, slightly better to have done something different. He comes in and hits me. But then I get double 1s, which allows me to enter, hit him, and then move some other stuff around. So that was pretty good. And then unfortunately for him, he danced again. 5-4 does not get to cover the blot on the 5 point. So it was one of my least lucky rolls through this game. So, split the back checkers and bring another builder in, so where it's useful. 6-3 gets in, so that's good for him. 5-1, the 1 now can cover that blot, and then 5, I've got a choice, so go ahead and jump that one out. 6-2 comes in with the last one, cannot hit me, and now that is rough to work with, so he decides to come down. Would have been better to come out, it looks like. So 6-3, I'm able to hit him again and then step up. So I can hit him outside. I looked at hitting inside, which is very wrong. It's somewhere on the list, but hitting on the outside is clearly superior, and then might as well keep it going. So comes in right away, and once again is not able to. Well, he is able to hit me back, and but should he? So it turns out that 13-9 is better because it's better now to just wait until you've got a little bit more of a chance of containing me. So he spends a little bit of time thinking about this one. And let's see. So yeah, goes with the hit, which is his style. He likes to hit, and who can blame him? So, and you never know. Maybe it'll work. There's 9 numbers where I dance. Oh no, I danced. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. What's going to happen? 3-2. Okay, so he brings another builder down. He understands the situation now. Double twos, I dance again. 6-4, not his best. So he brings 2 more builders down with the thought of, making another inner board point. But now I finally do enter, and I'm able to hit him back. So that was a little bit too loose. 6-3 enters and comes right out. And then 6-4, I'm able to hit both of those blots in my outfield. So now things have swung my way again. 1-3 brings one of them in. And I'm hoping for a 1 to get that last checker on the roof, but no, I miss it. 4-2 is still pretty good. I could have stayed back with that checker to game for the shot later, but figured, how much do I really need? So 4-3 comes in, and now we were interrupted briefly, so that's not me thinking about anything. That's just I had to deal with a little situation. There's a bit of a clip bridge there, and now this is my second least lucky roll in the game. So double fives is difficult to play it all in. So I went with what is one of the better options. Double 1 is not great. He can't really do anything with the back checkers, and too much on the inner board points starts to really crunch his board. So this game is not going well for him. 4-3 lets me bring that last checker in. 3-1 just lets him play inside, so that's not terrible. 5-4 could be a disaster, but I've got enough spares that I can just dump him to the ace point. 3-1 now it's lets him make the ace point, so it's still got a 4-point board. Double threes is a kind of lucky roll. It's lets me bring everything in, and so that helps clear things out. 4-1, he's got to start moving those back checkers, and I've got to try to clear. 6-5 clears the 6-point, so that is very helpful for me. 4-1, you can just run another one out. So, try to get into position to potentially save the gammon. 6-3, once again, lets me play safe for now. 4-2, he goes ahead and runs off the front anchor, which is reasonable. 6-2, now I am forced to hit him. That's why running off the front anchor was so good. But unfortunately for him, he misses that shot. So that was a big swing in my favor. Once again, small interruption happening here. So it's not that I'm thinking, it's just that we need to deal with some stuff. 2-1 lets me clear the 5-point. And so now I'm in a very safe position again. 6-1 brings that in and then out. So he's again in gammon save mode, although hoping that I'll leave him a shot eventually. 3-1 just starts to unstack and clear the 4-point. You can kind of run one round. 5-4 completely clears the 4-point. So 4-1 gets another one around, and now this is where I might leave him a shot. But I'm lucky I get a 5-1, so I don't leave a shot out there. 4-1 goes ahead and runs another one out. Again, with the thought of potentially saving the gammon. 5-2 lets me clear another checker. And now 5-4 gets his last one out and as far as it can go. And if I roll doubles, I can take 2 off, but this just gets 1 off, and then it's pretty much a lock on the gammon. So he went ahead and resigned the gammon at that point. So First game, my double was a blunder, but otherwise I played very, very well. Had a couple of small errors on the checker movement, but the luck factor was definitely on my side through that one. So that ended game one very quickly. So game two, start with a 5-1, so down and split. 4-2 lets them make the 4-point. 5-3 lets me make the 5-point. Very similar to our last game start, kind of just making points on our board. Now he's got the best possible 3-point board. I roll another 5-3, which is not as useful as the first 5-3 because I've already made my 3-point. So now it's a little bit of a, well, what do you do now? So like I did think about bringing 2 down, but that would have been fairly bad. It's best to just go ahead and run on out at that point. So here he throws the cube and I snap it up immediately. It's a good double, but a huge take. So it was pretty straightforward to just grab that. And then this 4-1 lets me do a double hit, which you don't necessarily want to do a double hit here. It does leave that blot on the ace point, which is like fairly deep and like it's not easy to necessarily cover, but anything else lets him continue to develop his board, so like I kind of have to. So 6-2, he misses me, so that's lucky. 6-4, I hit him, so that is also lucky. It's not the best possible roll. I would have preferred to cover the ace, but anyway, 6-2, he dances, so now I'm in pretty good shape. Double fives. Technically, I guess I could cover the blot on the ace, but like that would not be the best use of anything. So those 3 were obvious, and then the last one I figured just bring it to the 3, so I've got a direct cover with the 2. 5-2 brings 1 in. 5-3, I still can't cover, but I can point on him on the 5, so that's pretty good. And then 6-5, he dances. And another 5-3. I just roll in a ton of those 5-3s, and so once again, cannot cover. And here it would have been better to just bring 1 in, but it's not that bad. 4-3, so he enters but doesn't hit. 4-2 lets me cover and also hit. So hit and cover, a good combination. He dances, and now I get the 6-2, which lets me cover that last blot and step up. So now everything is in great shape for me. 4-2 lets me come out. And like it could have kept just going, but I thought, well, maybe I'll get that last one. And indeed I did. So, so call me greedy because I was being. And then now it's just a question of can I bear off safely? So, and so far so good. 3-2, I could have just pre-cleared the 6-point, and that would have been a little bit better. So that was a slight imprecision. Double 4s leaves me in a vulnerable position. He did bring in 2 immediately. Another little glitch in the video. Sorry about that. Once again, a little editing because I had to stop and deal with some tournament directing business. 4-3 still dances, which is what he wants. So it's a question of will I leave another shot or not? 6-1, now I've got a stack of 3 on the outside, and he dances, so there's a good chance I'm going to leave a shot on this roll, but I did not, so oh well. And he dances again, so now the question is, will I leave a shot this time? The answer is no, but I might next time. But he comes in finally, so that is pretty much it. Got pretty much 100% chance of gammons at this point. So, we rolled another couple and then kind of like looked at what double 6s would do, followed by double 1s, double 6s, 2-1, double 6s, 2-1. And so that's it. I won the game. Bodger played that second game pretty close to perfect. And overall, we had a great match, even though it was very, very short. Thanks for watching.